Talking with Paul Ryan right now, and Paul is the lead attorney for Marcus Kaarma in the deliberate homicide trial. The verdict just announced less than an hour ago that he was found guilty of deliberate homicide. What are your thoughts and feelings at this point, and how are the Kaarmas?
Well, we're disappointed, as are they. This is a shock, and it's a difficult thing for anyone to try to deal with, and it's life-changing, obviously, and it's extremely emotional and disappointing for sure.
Now, there is going to be a special hearing on Thursday morning at 10. What is that concerning?
Well, that's to allow Mr. Day-Day's family to express some of their thoughts about this, and obviously that will be a very emotional thing, and that's going to allow them to say what they feel about this, and I'm sure their anger and sadness, etc. And so that the judge is giving them the opportunity to say that because they obviously have travel concerns, and it may not be easy for them to be back as far as sentencings and different things like that.
Okay. Are there any plans for an appeal at this point, or is it too early to tell?
No, there's without a question. There was plans prior to the trial because we think some of the decisions that were made, including keeping it in this community, which is obviously very emotionally charged. There's been a tremendous amount of media attention, many of it negative, and so we think there's a number of appealable issues that the Supreme Court will have to address.
What are some other issues aside from obviously the media attention, and I know you asked at least twice for a change of venue?
Yeah, I mean, that's the obvious one up front, but there's a number of procedural things, a number of them, so it would be hard for me to address each one on this, under these circumstances, but there's a number of things that we believe happened that were contrary to Montana law and that need to be addressed and looked over by the Supreme Court of Montana.
And what, obviously Mr. Kaarma has been remanded, and what is the situation with Ms. Flager and the little boy and Kaarma's mother? I know that she doesn't work, and I know there's all sorts of concerns there. What's being done to help care for the family?
Well, I mean, obviously they're really devastated, and this is an extremely difficult time for them, and they're going to kind of analyze what they're going to do as far as whether they can even remain in Missoula and different things like that. I know Marcus's mother will remain in this community, and she wants to be a big part of the continuing efforts to have her son receive the justice that she thinks is appropriate, and that he would be vindicated for this, and so she will continue to provide support for not only Marcus but the family so that may occur. So it's not like this is over for us. We think there's a lot of other things that need to be looked at, and that's the plan from the family's point of view.